The worldwide corona pandemic has set for us such a unique situation that we all are experiencing a never seen before crisis. And so far, the recorded history is concerned, perhaps this near apocalyptic pandemic is the biggest strike on humankind till now, as far as its worldwide magnitude and scale is concerned. Indeed, it's a historical phenomena, and every individual living through this phenomena is actually going through a historical period. We all are witnessing a historical reality, and we all are historical people. When we go through the pages of history, we wonder and we imagine about those human beings who lived during and at the time of world-shattering events like the Black Death, the Great Depression, the World Wars, and so on, which had a far-ranging consequences. We kind of think of and try to visualize about their lives and struggles, how they endured and survived those days, and how it was to be a part of those ill-fated days. But today, what we, the living generation, is facing is way more profound than all of them. They look like much smaller and isolated incidents when you come to compare to this present day corona crisis. From this point of view, this corona COVID-19 is the most unparalleled, most unparagoned, and most uncommon extremity the world has ever experienced. Though it's not very tempting to think about the future at this deadly juncture, but nevertheless it's important to speculate. If we look back at the world history, we will find that mega incidents kept occurring over the time one by one, and simultaneously the face of humankind kept altering. For example, go back to the Premodern era. The most important thing for humankind was to put trust in God. Everything was God-centric. The world was living upon God only. And then came the people like Darwin, the people like Friedrich Nietzsche, and the faith in God had gone. It was completely shaken. Darwin almost convinced the people that there was no involvement of any God in bringing mankind into the world. Rather, a very natural evolution was the reason behind it. People like Nietzsche presented a very intriguing and tantalizing idea, like the death of God. The authority of so-called king appointed by the so-called God was challenged. There was a fundamental change in the belief system of human being, and they were left with a new option to hold on. Meanwhile, the school of Karl Marx offered a new way to work on by refusing the authority of religion and embracing the importance of human being itself rather than God. Then, after the debacle of monarchy, a new world order came to rescue the humankind, that is, democracy. But over the time, it caused incessant wars and battles that eventually it also disillusioned those who held faith in it. Along this line, the idea of Sigmund Freud's conscious and unconscious mind broke the illusion that what human beings is thinking or doing is not ultimate, and man has no control over his mind. So it was another blow to the face of humanity, and again a hollow was created. After losing hope in God and human capability, mankind started seeing a new ray of hope in science, and it really did overcome all that preceded. The taste with science seemed to be very favorable and prosperous, but soon man saw it to be very treacherous for its negative and destructive power, and also for its repeated failure to save man from the face of fatality. It bombed people, and it failed to offer solution to innumerable problems and disease. And on the other hand, science made man helplessly greedy and taught them to exploit the earth, the mother earth, mercilessly. It started exploiting the earth so much so that it entered again a never seen before crisis. That is the ecological imbalance. World has never seen such ecological problem or crisis that is presently ongoing with us. Many believe that the outbreak of COVID-19 is nothing but a result of ecological disbalance. World was on the verge of destruction and it needed to rebalance itself. And that's why it paused itself by pressing the button of COVID-19 to start afresh. Now, the chronological study shows that the faith in God is shaken, the faith in human capability is gone, and the faith in science is at stake. And the mankind is once again in the midst of a complete confusion. Once again, the mankind will have to look for a new alternative, a new system, a new order, a new faith. Now, mankind will set its feet beyond spiritualism, materialism, consumerism to invent something new to delay the destruction of the planet. In coming days, the history of world will be looked at from a different angle, like pre-corona, corona, and post-corona phases. Future will read about these days when a super microorganism held the most advanced species of the planet for ransom. And neither God, nor human, nor science could come up with an immediate and solid hope to free them from their invisible enemy. We see the world's journey from pre-modern to modern to post-modern. And I think the strike of COVID-19 is the final nail on the coffin of postmodernism. The world will now enter the post-postmodernity or the mega-modernity or whatever new name you give to it. We cannot visit future right now, so we have to wait and see what the new order of faith would be. But definitely it will start afresh with many alternatives open in front of it, like better fellow feeling, better harmony with nature, or massive austerity. Let's see. So that's all what I think about the post-corona world. I would also like to know about what you think. If you have something to say on this topic, you can comment. I would love to read. And for those people who are still watching this video, I upload many videos on various topics on my YouTube channel, El Dorado. You are requested to visit my channel and also subscribe it. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next video.